Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Malamed Shlita. We begin a new series this morning. We're going to cover Chag HaShavuos. And I have to say that it's been very uplifting for me, and I hope helpful and meaningful to you. For those who are listening, I appreciate all the feedback. For those keeping score at home, this is our 63rd episode, 63. And we look forward to another great week of learning. Before I begin, I just want to also point out that yesterday, my family and I, we had the privilege of, after too long of a break, marching down Fifth Avenue for the Celebrate Israel Parade. What a pleasure, what a great sight to see so many people from all different walks of life celebrating Israel. And as we learn the Torah of Eretz Yisrael, this is just yet another facet of how Israel plays such a vital role in every aspect of our lives. Chag HaShavuos v'Achasol Chag HaPesach. Arba'a Shemos Yeshnam L'Chag. There are 4 names for this holiday. Chag HaShavuos. First is Shavuos, as we call it, because it says in the pasuk, V'asisa Chag Shavuos L'Shem Elokecha. Next is Chag HaKatzir, because the pasuk says, V'Chag HaKatzir B'Kurei Ma'asecha Shetizra B'Sodeh, which has to do with the harvesting. Yom HaBikurim, the day of the first fruits, Shenemar, of Yom HaBikurim b'hakrivchem mincha chadasha l'Shem b'Shavuosechem. And last we have Atzeres, the 4th, Shemo b'divrei chachamim. The word in the Talmud or in the rabbinic literature is called Atzeres. V'naschil v'aretz Hashem ha'ikari Chag HaShavuos. He says, first let's look at the main name, which is Shavuos. Zman shel Chag HaShavuos miyuchad, shekol hachagim chalim b'ta'arich mesuyam. Shavuos is unique in the fact that all the other holidays fall on a specific calendar date. So, for instance, Chag HaPesach b'Tu b'Nisan, Rosh Hashanah b'Alch Tishrei, Yom HaKippurim b'Yud Tishrei, Chag HaSukkos b'Tesvav Tishrei. Pesach is on the 15th of Nisan, Rosh Hashanah is on the 1st day of Tishrei, Yom Kippur is on the 10th day of Tishrei, Sukkot is on the 15th day of Tishrei, etc., etc. Aval zamano shel Chag HaShavuos eino toli b'ta'arich. But when it comes to Shavuos, the celebration or the falling out of the holiday does not depend on the calendar date, ela nikva al pi sfiras omer. However, it depends on the counting of the Omer, as we have seen in our last series. Zamano shel karban ha'omer b'yom shel machras chag harishon shel Pesach, me'os yom so from shiv'a shavos shehem arba'im v'tish'a yamim. We know that after the first night of Pesach, going into the 16th of Nisan, we have the bringing of the Omer offering, and then they begin counting 7 full weeks until we get to 49 days, and then ulamacharas bayom ha'chayimishim chogegim es Chag HaShavuos. And as the Psukim tell us, that the 50th day after the counting of 49, then we have the holiday of Shavuos, as mentioned in the pasuk. V'amnam kayom Chag HaShavuos chal tamid bevav v'sivan. Nowadays, again because we have a fixed calendar, the Shavuos holiday always will fall on the 6th day of Sivan. Again, that's because we have a fixed calendar and we no longer rely on witness testimony to determine when the new month can be. Aval, bizman shabati hadin hayim mekachim es hachodshim apir es molad hayerech zman shalachag hayachal atzeis gam behei b'sivan or b'zayin b'sivan. However, when they would have the Beis Din in session, and they would rely on witness testimony to determine when the new month would be, it's possible that Shavuos could fall on the 5th day of Sivan, or even the 7th day. Mashmos hadavar, shemoed Chag HaShavuos nish'ana Chag HaPesach. So the simple understanding is that the holiday, or the set time for Shavuos, is dependent, very much connected to Pesach. V'rak mitoch Chag HaPesach efshel lahagil Chag HaShavuos matan Torah. And only through the conduit of Pesach, I would say, that a person can reach the level of Shavuos and the giving of the Torah. Shnei yisodos shekshurm ze b'zeh hiskala b'Chag HaPesach. Segulas Yisrael v'gilui hamuna hapshuta ba'olam. There are a number of main ideas that are intertwined with and revealed from the Chag HaPesach. One is the uniqueness of the Jewish people, and also the revelation of simple faith into the rest of the world. Shechein be'esh shebachar Hashem b'Yisrael lios lo la'am segula v'hikas hamitzrim v'hotzias hamal Yisrael l'chayrus nizgala sheyesh borei manal la'olam. Because when Hashem chose the Jewish people to be His chosen people, and He struck down the Egyptian tormentors, and he took the Jewish people into freedom out of slavery in Egypt. So it became revealed to the world that he, God, is the Borei, he's the creator, Umanheg Le'olam, and the leader for the entire world. And this is our simple faith that we have in the Jewish people. Ulam, Kedei she'amuna tavo lidei bitui sholem, v'nuchal lekadem al yada es ha'olam al golaso, tzrichim lekabel es haTorah, sheba mofim kol ha'arachim ha'mitzvos v'hadrachos l'tikun olam. He says, but how do we, through what vehicle do we express this simple faith to the rest of the world? How can we bring this to actuality? That's through the giving of the Torah, with all of the mitzvos, the commandments, the framework, all of those things that tell us how we can make the world more complete. And as we have a blessing each time we give an aliyah, we say it every single day in Berachas HaTorah, Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim bePesach. God chose us from all the nations. That was Pesach. Umitoch kach, and because of this, nasal lanu es Torah, he gave us his Torah, and what's that? Chag HaShavuos. Ve'ein efshar l'zakos la'emunah ha'munka v'arkeves shel Chag HaShavuos b'lo hayasod shel emunah tivi shebisol shemizgaleh b'Chag HaPesach. You cannot have a Shavuos without a Pesach. You cannot have the structure of the Torah of Shavuos without the simple emunah that the Jewish people gain on Pesach. And on the other hand, you can't have just the simple faith alone of God saving us. There has to be a structure to it, and that is the Torah that is given on Shavuos. Hashem gave us great merits. He elevated us by giving us both Pesach and Shavuos. And each year, when we relive the story of the Exodus, and we recognize this emunah pshuta, and we're able to recognize the special relationship that we have with God, and then elevating each day to the holy level of Matan Torah through the vehicle of Sfiras HaOmer, this is what completes that simple faith. And this way, we go and we elevate from year to year until we can fill the world with righteousness and with judgment, with kindness, with mercy, and we can bring the knowledge of God into the world. So this is a very serious idea, understanding the holiday of Shavuos, that the reason why there is no date given is because it's very much dependent on Pesach. As I like to say, the longest holiday in the world is really Pesach, because Pesach does not end until Shavuos begins. So we find ourselves well on our way, and I hope everyone has a great week. Happy to have you studying with us as we learn the Torah of Rabbi Eliezer Malamed Shlita from the Peninei Halacha. Have a great day, and we'll see you here next time.